What's going on, world? It's your boy Steve Dab 317. And listen, first I'm gonna start off like this. As you know, if you've been following my channel, you know I'm not about the gossip, not about the he say, she say, anything like that. But like, I've got to talk about this. I've got to talk about this Avery Booker situation. Like, if you haven't already heard, you haven't been watching the news, I'm going to give you a brief overview. And if you want all the details, I'll tell you how to get there. But real quick before I jump into that, right now, I am down in beautiful Houston, Texas. I'm actually just outside Houston in Missouri City. Just flew in this morning. It's been a busy weekend. I actually flew down to Miami early yesterday. From Miami, went up to Atlanta. From Atlanta down to Houston. So if my eyes look like I'm exhausted, that's the reason why, because I've been on a hustle. I've been traveling as I promised I would do, and I finally got time to go ahead and record a quick video. That being said, right back to what I was saying. So Mrs. Avery Booker. So if you haven't been looking, if you haven't already followed, basically what happened was, so her and her fiance, right, supposed to be husband and Lloyd, what was this? Is it Lloyd Peterson? That's what it is, Lloyd Peterson. So they're supposed to be getting married. If you haven't been following, so basically she's going on and on about how, you know, perfect he is and how beautiful their relationship is and all those things, which I totally get. You know, I expect that from a couple who's, you know, deeply in love with each other, or at least that's the way it seems, you know what I mean? And then you got Lloyd, who is like, you know, MBA, HBCU graduate, like got all these wonderful things going on, working for a Fortune 500 company. Like, it seems like he's got the world. He's got this beautiful woman. She's, I don't know, she was like 5'2", you know, curvaceous, short, thick, whatever you want to call it. And it's like, they went, and on their wedding day, listen, if you haven't seen it, there'll be a link down in the description if you want to kind of check out and find all the details. Basically, this is just the beginning of things, but basically on their wedding day, they're sitting there, and you know that part when they're like, if there's anyone who objects to this marriage, speak now or forever hold your peace. And a lady had the nerve to speak up. A lady had the nerve to speak up. Not only did she speak up, she came waddling down the middle of the aisle. Turns out this lady is pregnant, right? So of course everybody's like, all right, is this lady tripping? You know what I mean? And even when she was up there at the altar, if she looked like she was thinking, man, is this chick tripping, or is she crazy, or whatever's going on? Anyways, this chick wobbles down the aisle talking about, I object. And what she say? Oh yeah, I object, and Lloyd, I'm having your baby. Like, can you imagine, like, being one on either side of the situation? Can you imagine being in her shoes, sitting there, and you got this man who you've given your heart to, and you know he's like the perfect guy for you. You're excited to marry him. Your dad was excited for y'all to get married because your dad loved him some Lloyd. And all of a sudden, this lady comes wobbling down. Not only does she come wobbling down the aisle, or waddling down the aisle, pregnant, she's got on like a white, to me look like a wedding dress. All right, so it's like it's so much going on, and like I'm just trying to peep and figure out like what's really going on, you know? So anyway, like I said, can you imagine being in those shoes and being in Avery's shoes, like you're standing there at the altar, then all of a sudden this lady come walling, and she talking about she's pregnant with your fiance's baby. Like, how crazy is that? And at the same time, for the fellas, like, could you imagine being Lloyd and you at the altar, you like, you know what, I don't know what was on his mind at the moment, right? I honestly don't know what was on his mind at the moment, but just to get to the point where, you know, you're sitting there, you think you're about to get married, you're ready to say your vows, you got these custom vows that you each have written. I'm gonna turn around so I don't get lost, but you got these custom vows that each of you have written, and all of a sudden it's like somebody who you've already known comes down saying, Lloyd, you know I'm pregnant with your baby, right? But listen, it doesn't even stop there. It gets better than that. No, it gets worse than that. Worse, better. I don't even know what to, listen. I don't even know what to say, better or worse. So there's more to it. I'll just say that much. How about that? So not only does she do that, so she's in there causing commotion. Everybody's like, yo, is this a prank? What's going on? Then this lady turns around and goes into labor. I mean, and when I say she was pregnant, I mean like she was pregnant, like Like not just regular pregnant, like any moment now, pregnant. This lady goes into labor, right? Right there. She goes into labor. And then I know you're probably thinking like, that's crazy. Is that all? No, that's not all. Listen, not only does she go into labor, Lloyd has the nerves to go, and I don't even want to say has the nerves to, because I mean, if she's pregnant with his child, you know what I mean? And it's like, I guess he couldn't just leave her laying there. She was moaning and groaning and whatever. So she's going into labor. Now keep in mind, Avery, and I don't know if you already knew this or not, but so Avery Booker, she's the OBGYN, right? So it's like one of those things where, from a professional standpoint, she couldn't not help, right? So Lloyd's sitting there with this other woman about to have his baby, with his fiance standing there, and then he calls his fiance over like, yo, I need your help. It's like she's having a baby. I mean, just like, is that crazy or what? Is that absolutely crazy or what? Anyways, my mind was blown. I really, and like I said, I really try not to get to the point where I record a lot of videos with the he say, she say, with all the gossip and things like that. But like, this is one of those things that was really, it was too good to not delve into it. If you haven't already followed what's going on with them, or is it the first time hearing about it, let me know down in the comments. More important, this is really like the first, I'll call it the first chapter of their life, right? And it's like, I mean, if it start off like this, what else is coming down the pipe? But anyway, to check out everything that's going on, to know the full story, I'll put a link in the description. Like I said, if you're interested, I'll just put a link in the description, right? And I'm gonna leave it up to you to go and check that out. I don't even know if y'all can see me now with me changing in the sun. Now I'm being over here instead of where it was when I was walking the other direction. But listen, crazy story. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, if you were in her shoe, if you were in Avery's shoes, right, and you were standing there, you were supposed to be getting married, you thought this was the perfect wedding day, and then it happened, what would have been your response? Or maybe let me know your response if you were in Lloyd's shoes, or in the, we'll just call her lady mistress, the pregnant lady. If you were in her shoes, what would have been your response, your thoughts, your go-to? Anyways, listen, Steve Dab 317, always bringing you the best, the newest, the hottest content. And like I said, this is something you want to look into. Check out the link in the description for all the details. Let me know your thoughts. Appreciate you watching, and I'm signing out. Am I signing out? I am signing out. Appreciate you watching, Steve Dab 317. This sun might be getting to me, not to mention, low-key, I'm out here in some jeans. I don't know if the camera went down far enough. So, and it's literally 100 degrees here. So, a little bit warmer than it is in Indy. So, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate you. Peace. GoPro, stop recording.